Namaskar everybody. Thank you very much for your patience and for waiting for us. Hyderabad traffic was a little bit more complicated than we thought. And also, to be completely transparent, the selfies and pictures that everybody was pursuing Neeraj for, it was difficult to actually escape them. So we got a little caught up with lots of kids. And I'll tell you more about that, and Neeraj will also talk a little bit about that. So thanks again for being here. It's a very, very big occasion, very momentous occasion for us. First and foremost, before I talk about the store, I think we have our athlete. He's our global athlete and brand ambassador, and arguably the greatest Indian athlete of all time. And we are so excited and happy and pleased to to partner him as he represents the Under Armour brand. And we are also very, very excited to bring him to Hyderabad, and that's a city that he has some memories of from many years ago. So we brought him back and showed him pretty much a large stretch of the city. Also the amazing development that's going around the Gachibowli area. The reason we are here is that we are opening today, or formally launching today, our 36th store across the country. This is store number 36. It's also the third store in India. What is so special about it is not number 36 or number 3, but it's one of the most magnificent stores that we have in the country. And I have to tell you a personal anecdote that I have been waiting to open this store since 2018. So I used to come to Hyderabad about 2-3 times every year, and I used to walk from that end of Banjara Road number 2 to that end and keep looking for the right location. And finally last year in October we found this, signed it, and the store was going to open in the summer, but fortunately it got delayed and we could bring Neeraj to inaugurate the store. So we are getting a double bonus this time, an amazing store, and of course the greatest athlete arguably that India has produced, to be here with all of you today. Before I hand it over to him, a little bit more about Under Armour. So some of you may be aware, आपको हो सकता है पता हो, Under Armour is an American athletic performance brand and founded in 1996. Or in a very short period, in 15 to 20 years, it already became the third largest sports brand in the world and the second largest sports brand in America. Under Armour की जो खासियत है vis-a-vis all other sportswear brands is that it's focused on sports performance. So everything that athletes need, sports people need to succeed on the pitch, on the track, on the court. And secondly, the technology that is used in our product, especially our garments, is unique and patented, and it's not available to most other brands. So if you are familiar with sportswear and sports apparel especially, you can touch and feel the product here and you'll realize how unique and differentiated it is, and how enabling it is for better performance of an athlete. So that's about a little bit about Under Armour. Now we are in our 27th year as a brand. We entered India in 2019 with a magnificent launch at that time with another legend like Neeraj. His name is Michael Phelps. He came and opened a store in Promenade Mall in Delhi. And now we're excited that after that big event, we're having this in Hyderabad. In my personal opinion, Hyderabad is probably amongst the top 3 or 4 maximum cities for us in terms of potential, not only because of the economic success of the city, but also because of the sporting passion. I mean, it's probably the sportiest city that I have seen in the current situation across India. We visited many academies today also. We saw basketball, track and field, as well as badminton. We would have liked to see more sports as well, but again, traffic and time both were a challenge. But definitely the participation in the city in sport, and also the success especially in badminton, formally in tennis as well. Track and field, we have a couple of medals. At least one I remember, Nandini, who's from Hyderabad. So it's a really good, I think, boding well for the future, that there's a lot more involvement. Firstly, there's a lot of good infrastructure of sport, and a lot of more younger kids are getting involved in sports. So we are thinking maybe, and I'll request Neeraj also to talk about his view, since he's very close to that part, about in the next 5 to 10 years how well we can do in the world of sport and how much Hyderabad can contribute to it. Beyond Hyderabad, like I said, store number 36, and these are spread across 24 cities across India, and of course we continue to expand. We do about 10 to 12 stores every year, and after this we have 4 or 5 more lined up till the end of December. So that's a little bit about Under Armour. Of course, happy to talk much more about the brand. Also our partnership with Neeraj, but I'll hand it over to Neeraj for his opening remarks, and then hand it over to all of you to ask any questions. ठीक है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। मैं भी बताना चाहता हूँ कि कल ही आया हूँ हैदराबाद में और बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। अगर मैं बात करूँ 2015 में आया था, तो हमारा एक कंपटीशन था यहाँ पे नेशनल का, जूनियर का। उस टाइम मैं जूनियर था, तो उसके बाद अभी आया हूँ तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। और हम शाम को ही एक बार यहाँ से होते हुए गए थे। तो मैं तो जब भी स्टोर में आता हूँ, मेरा तो तभी मन कर जाता है कुछ ना कुछ तो लेके जाना है। तो मुझे शॉपिंग बहुत पसंद है, और स्पोर्ट्स के कपड़ों में मैं हमेशा ही शॉपिंग करते हुए खुश रहता हूँ। और आज का दिन बहुत ही अच्छा रहा, क्योंकि हम गोपीचंद अकेडमी में गए, वहाँ पे एथलेटिक स्टेडियम में गए, और एक स्कूल में गए बास्केटबॉल खेलने बच्चों के साथ। और आज मॉर्निंग में भी काफ़ी लोगों के साथ एक्सरसाइज की। तो आज का दिन बहुत ही अच्छा है और मज़ा आ गया। मतलब एक एथलीट की लाइफ में जो होता है ट्रेनिंग, और इतने अच्छे से लोग मिलते हैं, तो वो मैं थैंक यू करता हूँ सर का भी और अंडर आर्मर की पूरी टीम का, और आप सभी का कि आप सभी ने इतना अच्छा फील कराया। और बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छा लगा। सबसे अच्छी बात है कि यहाँ पे जो पेंटिंग की हुई है वो बिल्कुल यूनिक लगी। मैं सोच रहा था कि शायद मैट वगैरह है यहाँ पे, पर ये तो पूरा हैंड से बनाया हुआ है। तो ये कलाकारी जो है, मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया में बहुत ही अच्छी है। और हमारा इतिहास भी देखते हैं, तो ये एक यूनिक चीज़ है अपने आप में। बहुत अच्छा लगा हैदराबाद में। थैंक यू सो मच।
Anything or should we open to questions? तो अगर आपने देखा होगा जो नीरज बता रहे थे, I miss mentioning that, ये जो ऊपर नीरज की वो है फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड कप विक्ट्री, उस साइड पे स्टेफन करी है,
ओलंपिक्स की साइड।
हाँ, दैट्स फ्रॉम द ओलंपिक्स विन ऑफ कोर्स। वहाँ पे स्टेफन करी हैं उस साइड पे, आप सब ने नाम सुना होगा उनका। नीरज की तरह वो भी अपनी गेम के टॉप लेवल पे हैं, और आज हमने बास्केटबॉल भी खेला उनको याद करते करते। और उस तरफ नताशा हेस्टिंग्स है, हमारी एक ट्रैक एंड फील्ड एथलीट है। तो ये एक्चुअली हमने हैंड पेंट करवाई। ये म्यूरल है, it's not a print or anything, it's a hand painted thing, and we wanted to dedicate it to Neeraj, given all his success and all his achievements, all his effort, all his dedication, his perseverance to win for India, to do the best for India, every tournament, every event, in and out. And last 6 months he's had a very grueling season, which he'll talk about also. And we felt that this store will be incomplete अगर हम ये म्यूरल नहीं करेंगे, तो ये स्टोर में एक कंप्लीशन नहीं हो पाएगा स्टोर का। तो नीरज सॉइड रात को हम दिखा देना चाहते थे, सुबह शौक नहीं देना चाहते थे यहाँ पे आते ही, तो एक बार दिखा दिया है कि झटका ना लगे। तो लकीली उनको बहुत अच्छा लगा, और आई विल मेक श्योर दैट ही डज समथिंग विद इट बिफोर ही लीव्स टुडे।